So guys, this is the next head that we will feedback. This is from Ilya. Ilya is the name of the guy or the nickname. So let's see the eyes. The eyes are ultra big, as with most people. And I kind of have a video on my channel, but the people probably watched it and didn't get it. So you have to watch again. The video is about exactly the eye width. Also here in this course I have a video about that. So yeah, probably that will be a good idea. Now let's go to our sculpt mode and start working. Let's see if our focal length is 88. Okay, 88 is enough. And what is wrong with this head? So for starters, let's look at it from the front. From the front view, we see how the eyes are here, but they're too low. So let's bump them up a little bit. Yeah, we are on X, but the X is not the right axis. So let's go to Y. Y is not the right axis again. But if I go like this, Control A, all transforms, and then X should be the right axis, it is. Okay, doesn't matter. Now, pull this eyes up, and immediately it starts to look a little bit better. Now, those things below the eyes, they quite rarely look like this. So this is the bottom of the eye socket, yes, but here you have to have a little bit of a indentation just below the eyelid, and then you have this kind of a planar shape. Of course, there are different types of people, but we're trying to do a middle kind of something like a beautiful male, for example, or manly male. Not super manly, but kind of manly. This could be something like Ozzy Osbourne type or something, but also the nose, you see, the above the nostrils part is so thin that there cannot be canals in here to kind of, he cannot breathe, basically. That's why we have to increase the size of this and then decrease a little bit the nostril, fullness. They should be more kind of a straight. And then I will smooth these lines because I need a little bit younger person maybe. So I'm sure that the guy has used a reference, which I don't have. Maybe he sent it to me, but I don't have it. So yeah, that's my fault. But we are trying here to understand the forms. And for example, let's make this guy a little bit not so thin. So he will have those areas in here, these fat pads, and they will be thicker than normal. They will go even up to this point. We will use them like this. Then we will have also those here, and the mouth will go inside. Also, the mouth looks a little bit too big. Maybe let's make it a bit smaller. Not too small, but a little bit smaller. It will be fine. Then inflate these areas here and smooth them. And now it's starting to look more normal. Of course, the top part of the head is too huge. So let me just, even if I moved the eyes upwards, but still. And also this angle here. This angle is usually not that huge. So let's flatten this angle here. Let's make the forehead a bit more, round. Roundness of the forehead is one of the most common mistakes. I mean, people are making it, kind of a sharp corner in here. Around here they are making it sharp corner. It's not sharp. Even if you see the temporal lines, like in my case, the corner here is not sharp. Everything is soft. Just the temporal line is kind of a bump in here. But overall, it's kind of, not flat and flat. No, this is a mistake. I mean, if I turn, you will see that all is round there. So that's a main mistake people are making. Maybe I made this mistake before when I was, younger artist. I'm sure I did, probably. But, here, if he is kind of fat, then here we will have even more fat going like this. So we will never see really the jaw. everything will be in fat in here. So let's do this. Of course, if we had a reference, it will be much better and much easier. But since we don't, it's still okay. We fixed the nose. We will fix the nose, the front part of the nose, which will be a little bit wider. And even without reference, I know that here, this usually is kind of flat. And then above the eyelid here, it's more, fat. But only on the outer side. In the inner side, not so much. Here I can add this eyebrow line, eyebrow bump. And for the eyes, I can push. Of course, the eyes themselves, they have to be a little bit smaller, so I will just dial them down a bit. And then smooth this area and make the upper eyelid and the crease, which comes up to here, usually. Of course, watching references and noticing where those creases are going and stuff like this is pivotal for you to understand what's happening in the eyes, in the eye area. It took me a lot of years, actually, to start understanding exactly what's happening with the eyes. So, yeah. Don't worry if it takes you a little bit longer, because it's normal. It's absolutely normal. So now I will probably want to kind of make the mouth smaller and pull it up a little bit. I don't want him to be that grumpy. Let him be a little bit more, bright. He may be a bit overweight, but still enjoys the life. It's okay. Don't worry. So the ears are looking pretty good. I would say very good even. Maybe I will just move some forms, but overall ears are really, really, really fine. I don't have too much to add about the ears. What I can do is, here in this side of the temporal line, I can add more volume, and I can push the temporal line inward, like this, because there are some people that have this kind of very thick muscles in here, and they are protruding very interestingly, which is strange for some people, but it's normal because there are people like this. So if you kind of find a good reference for that, it will be fine. Here I will push those back because, when people are having a little bit more fat, some areas are more like flat because of the fat. And there can be fat even in the forehead a little bit. So yeah, careful about that too. Yeah, I don't know exactly how his neck will be, because it will be full of fat also. Because the neck also has fat pads, fat things going on. So yeah, it should be something like this, I think. So yeah, very fast we made it. Yeah, I could easily make this kind of with a good jaw, with muscles and everything, and make it as a normal, not normal, but make it as the other feedbacks. But I wanted to be a little bit more true to the original. That's why I decided to make it a bit fat. But still, you see, those fat pads are here, but they're more prominent, they're more visible. We have this a little bit here, fat. And this is going down here, we have fat, which is protruding here. So, yeah. And there are other fat pads that I don't exactly, notice, because if I have to be honest, I haven't practiced too much doing fat people. Sorry. But it is what it is. I will make him a little bit flatter, maybe a little bit wider on the face. Not so narrow. Okay. And I think we are kinda fine with him. Yeah. Let's see how he looks. Yes, this head and the original head and our head now. Yeah, our head is a little bit fatter, but this is just my choice. I made him much fatter, but you see, the overall those kind of very sharp transitions here on the forehead are not good. You shouldn't do that. And also the mouth should have this fat around it. It has to be a little bit smaller in this case. The nose has to be wider, above the nostrils especially. The eyes shouldn't be that close to the nose, and they shouldn't be that big. That's very, very important. Not so big of an eyes, because, you know. Okay, I think this was pretty quick. For 10 minutes I did it. So in the next video we will continue with another feedback, because we have a few. So yeah, and it's very, very useful, I think, the feedback. So yeah, we'll see. Bye for now.